Okay, so the idea today is, I hope it'll be fun. I think it's gonna be a pretty fun idea. So I asked all my patrons and Twitch subs in the very secret Twitch sub plus patron Discord we have. I asked them for a few prompts for a cryptid, and that is what we're going to be creating today. So this is the base picture I wanted to use. It's a picture I took a few months ago on a hiking trip. I thought it was very cool, like this church in the middle of the woods, in like very far from everything. And I'm gonna give you the prompts that I got from the Patreons. So I guess I'll show you. Hold on, I'll just okay this. I'll show you like the little prompt thing. This was created by Twitter user Oakley Billions. Hey!
I'm Bea Seca.
Bea Seca. Hey Dapper, thanks for the sub, for the resub. How are you doing? Yeah, I hope it'll be a good photo to start this. Okay, so this was a prompt, and for the comments I got, I guess I'll just copy them here so I don't have to keep going to the Discord message to refer to them. Watching Val instead of doing homework. Hey, do your homework. But you know, also watch the stream. Do both things. Try to multitask. It'll go great. Okay, so body shape is humanoid. Oh, I guess I can't really write too well with this. It's a bit annoying. So my handwriting will be terrible. Sorry for that. That's good enough. So, humanoid. Resembles a raven. So we got a few distinguishing features, like glowing eyes. And bandages. I don't know if we'll include this one. Depends on how we go for the design and stuff. Personality trait, I don't think anything was given here. Habitat was forests, which is why I picked these pictures. Or forested area. So it's going to be this church in the forest. And temperament, melancholic. Which I think is a pretty fun thing for a cryptid, right? Okay, so this is going to be our kind of our starting off points. And since this is like crowdsourced, I want everyone who has ideas to drop into the pots. I want to hear them. Simply transcend school, exactly. Hey Wofinski, how are you doing? Okay, so we have this picture to start from, and well, I guess I didn't do any camera raw editing, but I'll do it in a second. First, I want to get this image rotated, because this is a vertical picture, so we're gonna try to take advantage of that. Been doing good. Well, apart from the wrist injury, but that's something I've been dealing with for a long time. Okay, that's a perfect fit. It's a 2x3. Okay, so this base picture could use a little bit of a glow up because it's a bit gray, and you know, let's start from a nicer base. So we're going into camera raw, and let's see what we do. Let me know if the music and stuff is alright, because you guys remember last week we did this special stream with interviews and stuff, so I messed with all the noise, the sound settings. So levels might be a little bit whack today. Okay, so the thing I'm gonna mess with the temperature. I'm gonna give it a little blue and a touch of green. And depends on how creepy we want to go, but I think that's gonna be towards the end. We'll add things, remove things, we'll see. Okay, so I want enough grain to blend in with the image, so it reduces some of the artifacts from the camera. That's not too important, but we'll wait for the vignette and stuff towards the end. Yeah, exactly, Romanico. It's probably much later, but it uses that same style. hands. So maybe it could be holding onto the empty space there with one of the arms. You mean, okay. Just to see what you mean. You mean like here, but the arms are large and we're seeing them through here? I mean, probably not from there, but is that the idea you mean? How do you change a pick from 1:1 to 16:9, for example? Well, easiest way, I'd go here to the crop tool, I'd go here and I'd choose 16:9, and it's automatically done. If you're on Photoshop. If you're not on Photoshop, it'll depend on the program. Yeah, no problem. That'll be $10. I'm kidding. I don't know. For now, let's kind of choose the position. Thanks for the follow, Proxy, by the way. I think it would have to be really, really long arms to kind of fit that position. But we can do long arms. We'll kind of figure it out once we actually sketch them. Thy Gemini, thanks for that follow. By the way, we passed 1,000 followers so quickly. We're like 1,134, which is amazing. We just passed 1,000. That was very quick. Thank you, everybody. Also, last week's stream was so fun, right? Who here was there during the stream? I'm also thinking like hanging on there. Could be fun. Not good at drawing ravens, by the way, but we don't need to be good. We got pictures. And ravens are easy to find pictures for, so... just kind of drawing blobs there and figuring out, more than anything, like the composition, or the general vibe of it. Altegals were in the pugness of last week's stream. I actually have the VODs up on YouTube, which I edited them a bit and everything. I'll drop a link here, hold on. Here's a playlist link. Also, if you go to the channel itself, there's also a Jackbox game that we did. That was fun as well. Okay, so I'm thinking like here could work as well, but it doesn't work at all with the composition. Also, thanks for the follow, Dom. So unless we do like a ton of ravens, I think we'll keep it to one. If it's this kind of sad figure, I think it'll work better as one lonely creature. Than as a whole group of them. I don't know, for now I think we'll do one. And then there's here, which again only works if there's a few of them. Otherwise it would be kind of weird to have our main creature here in the corner. I don't know, wouldn't work too well. So I think our main two options are probably these, well, and popping out from here, which doesn't have a lot of contrast. So I think I'll keep it to this one. Let's do a little bit more sketching to kind of figure out how big it'll be, the general position, to then go look for pictures that'll match that. Sorry for bumping the mic, that must have been very loud. Excuse me. Okay. Positions. Should be something fun, not like just standing there like I drew it. This message is indeed highlighted. Oh, I turned off all the point rewards for the last stream. God damn it. Hold on, I'll turn them back on in a minute. Just got reminded. Because I was like, I'm not gonna teach words in Spanish or get people reminding me to save while I'm having a chatting stream. Doesn't really work. Okay, I think all of them are there. There we go. All the rewards are back on. And thanks for the save reminder, because I haven't saved yet. So this is going to be Weeping Raven. This is our working name. Let's save that. There we go. Okay, I think let's go a little bit bigger than how we do it. I don't know. It's going to be more fun, I think. So we're going to try and use the architecture we have to hopefully create something more interesting. Like we could have one of the feet there. And is this even drawing? There we go. We could have both feet there, but that would be weird. Sometimes I don't save until I have finished my work. Yeah, oh god. I have done that too. Agent, hold on. I have the Bonky mode here. There we go. That's for you. It's good. A little bit bigger. So you could have like one arm here, like one hand. It's supposed to be like with between humanoid and a raven, so we gotta sort of balance the human features and the raven features. And as usual, I'm not good at drawing, I'm good at pasting pictures on top of each other, so this is gonna look like shit for a while, and that's okay. So it's going to have glowing eyes, which is very important. I think we're going to go with some big eyes. Trust the process. Exactly. I mean, I think in general it's a good rule to kind of not expect amazing results from the very beginning. Okay, that's not always going to lead to disappointment. So I always try to set expectations low when I do anything involving drawing, because I know it's not going to look amazing. Just kind of winging it, and it doesn't matter because I'm not going to use this bad drawing of a crow's face, but I'm going to take an actual picture of a crow's face. So this is just kind of setting an idea of sorts. I'm gonna be modifying Crow's face. I don't want it to look exactly like a crow. Just like crow-like enough that it would be called the Weeping Raven or something like that. Guess we'd see a little bit of the wing kind of popping out from here. Have long arms. Oh, maybe this one could be a little ball thing there. Kinda looks like it's giving us a cheeky smile, which I don't like. It's supposed to be a sad guy. I guess more crow-like feet, since we're going with more human arms or something like that. What if this raven was ranting? Ranting and oh my god. Very bad, very bad. I don't approve. Have some plumage there and popping out from the back of the arm. I like the silhouette this makes though. Something like this maybe. The Twitch emojis. Yeah, the Twitch default emojis are very weird. I don't know who came up with them. I love this pose too much, to be honest. I'm struggling to see it, or to, I don't know, make it feel interesting in a way, in any way. Let's try a different little thing. You're like clinging from somewhere. It's supposed to be sad, so maybe he's actually like moping or something like that. Kind of perching somewhere and like head looking down, kind of moping and making horrible noises, and that's kind of its signature thing, right? So he'd have his head way lower than the back, so he would there we go, let's see, like an arching back like this. And something like this. Maybe we'll need to remove this entirely just so it makes sense, but that's not a problem at all. Moping, looking down and making horrible noises, that's my shtick. Come on, no self-deprecating. I sing loudly in the shower. Something like this. Big glowing eyes, of course. Unusually bizarre birds. What a great name to come into this bird theme stream. The wings hanging down loosely. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I guess the wings are attached to the arm, so... This would be essentially the rest area. So we can make him hang from here, but not too low. And here it would be obscured. But we could maybe get a view from the little window here. Maybe like the tip of the wing or the tail of swords. The tail of feathers. It's got a little plague doctor hat. No, it's the other way around. Plague doctors try to imitate this vibe. I love this little fella. He's very sad. Let's make a comically large tear rolling down his face. Deadly bread, thank you for that follow. She seems like a hungry girl. Yeah, I get that. I guess the plot about this creature is they're always in this church and can be heard like weeping and moping and crying from the whole area. And everyone knows when you hear those noises, you don't come to the church. Because that's the weeping raven. It's not much of a cryptid. It's not a cryptid in the literal term. It's more like a folklore creature that we're making. But you know, everybody says cryptid. Thanks for the save reminder. And thanks Lunatic Toad effort, fellow. Oh, I want to write Weeping Raven lore. Please do. That would be fun. I like this pose better. This is kind of proud. No, it's gonna be sad and mopey. I'll remove the tear so we get a better idea of how the pose would denote, like, sadness or something. Weeping Raven becomes the next Siren Head. Oh god. Please no, I don't want a million YouTube videos of bad 3D models of this thing. Fighting like Spider-Man or whatever. I mean, yeah, I think it's gonna be left unclear if they're actually like dangerous or eating people, or they're actually just sad and tragic tale. I don't know, I think we got the pose more or less figured out. Shall we look for pictures? Let's save this. Don't forget badly written creepypastas, of course. How could I forget? I'm liking the weepy so far. Me too, Loon. You can indicate its diet by its beak type. Ooh. And how do you know that? How do you like figure out which is which? Okay. Here, this is where I got the picture. It's from the sacrificial altar part of the Discord, in which people can drop images for others to use. This is one of the ones I had dropped. Lately, thanks for the follow. Okay, let's go to one of our stock sites. Let's start with Pixabay, I think, because it usually has the cleanest image. Raven. I mean, ideally, if I could get any picture, I would get specifically the species of raven from my area, which are called urracas. They have whites. This whole area is whites. These are the most common ones in my area, at least. They weep over the most inane things. Like a correct way for. I mean, I would weep for that too. That's not inane. Look at carnivorous birds versus one that eats nuts, fruits, etc. Oh, that's like the Darwin thing, right? With bird beaks and evolution. It's an avid atheism user. Yeah, it's just getting upset at church. Could this one work? It's the right angle, the right like position, but it's kind of from the side. There's plenty of pictures, so let's try to find something better. Look at this guy. I love him. There's very weird pictures in Pixabay, by the way. The thing is that it's the page of the website with the most pictures, so you'll find weird stuff, but then you'll find something that might work. I don't love the lighting there, but yeah, the lighting in our base picture is very kind of everywhere from no direction when the sky is overcast. This is not perfect for it. We don't have a full size of the face hidden. Oh. Look at it go. With his lunch. So I don't really mind the species of raven, as long as it looks raven-like. Can this one work? I like the lighting in it. Yeah, it could potentially work. Okay, so this one is eating. It's very blurry. Don't like it. Ooh. Pretty. I like this one. I think angle-wise it could work as well. Not the best picture, but I think it's our first choice for now. How about this one too? Yeah, we got plenty of choices, which is great. Oh, look at this. That is pretty much perfect in my book. Let's give it a try. I think that's gonna be our face. Ravens are very vindictive. I mean, they're very smart, so they hold grudges and pass them down through generations, which is very dope. Yeah, that's pretty much the same position we drew. So this one's got the white body. I don't know if it is exactly like the ones we have here, but it is pretty cool. Let me try to align it and maybe just isolate the face so we can see how it looks on its own. There we go. I don't have a lot of precision. Well, this actually doesn't matter. I don't have a lot of precision in my hand today because of this thing, but you will have to bear with me. Today I'm way clumsier than usual. Maybe it's some birds with wings that allow them to travel long distances. I really... Well, very interesting fact. I did not know that ravens could fly. Okay, so we got a sad face here. I think we can potentially use part of the body as well. I don't know if I'll go with the white body though. Now that I see it. I really want to sell that raven idea, so going with the white body ones that are not as like recognizably ravens. Okay, let's try to find something. Whoop, that's the wrong one. There we go. Let's try to find something for the body. I just need clear, well-lit shots of especially the front part of the body here. It doesn't necessarily need to be a raven, like this jackdaw or whatever it's called. I think could potentially work. It's good that we have so many options though. Gotta celebrate when that happens, and also take a look at the very strange pictures on this website. Okay, this is good. I know it's not a raven, but could work just as well. Okay, let's give it a quick cut. Like so. We just need the front of the body, basically. So I don't really mind the legs and stuff. Also go later. like this, and we could even do a vertical flip here and try to get the back, cover that with the same textures. We are photo bashing today, kids. More than usual. But I mean, it's what you gotta do when you're trying to do a creature from scratch. You usually have an idea in your head and you need a bunch of pictures to realize that. So that's what we're trying. Okay, then for the rest of the body here. And now we can fill it up with that same texture, I'd say. While we wait for something better. We'll get a better one in time. Okay, I will group all this up. And I will create a quick mask here with a polygonal lasso. Trying to follow the shapes here. It's not perfect stones, like perfectly straight stones, so a little bit of wobbliness there. They look like they'd be a nice hugger. I mean, if you want to try, you want to risk your life, you go on. One day we'll find the perfect stones. Hey Nathan. I guess I'll keep this one on top for now. I guess polygonal lasso is not the perfect thing for this. But that way we'll have a nice like starting mask to work from as we put in textures and stuff. Here it doesn't matter much because the hands are going to be going over it. So I'm going to erase it. Okay, now just do this. There we go. So as we put things in, it'll automatically stay within that mask. Okay, it's looking quite chubby for now, which is fun. Hopefully he will look as chubby as we continue. We'll probably adjust the body to the lines we drew. Like so. I'll have to paint some shadows and stuff. But now we're just kind of filling up the space with textures. Chubby bird. And then we can move things around, you know? We can like choose a better spot for the head. This is the really bad sketch I did, by the way. In case you were wondering. Okay, now we need something for the wings, for both of them. So let's jump into here. Already used this one. Okay, let's try to find good ones for the wings. Oh, look at this one in flight. I like that. Okay, really nice clear wing here. Could it work? Because it's like folded up. So since our drawing is kind of between folded up and extended, not sure how it'll work. Let's see, hold on. Let me put that last one in. And just give it a little glance, see how it works. Should I pick this part as well? Well, I will for now. Yeah, why not? I think it could do. While the Witch Channel theme is playing. It's a very good song. I will have no Witch Channel music hate. There we go. So I think this needs to be the corner. I guess it needs to be flipped. And of course it needs to be behind all the other stuff I did. I think I'll get rid of this part of the wing here. We'll probably have to add something of the sort, but kind of add it in pieces, I think. Can't listen to this without watching the Nirvana Van the Show video. Yeah, true. See, that's why we did the mask. That is, as a sage man once said, what the point of the mask is. It's something. For now it's just looking like a chubby bird with two separated wings, but you know, baby steps. I think to make it less chubby looking, you gotta mess with this part of the body. Give it a little bit more of a curve like this. More like it's hunching forward. Which right now, it doesn't look like he's doing that much. You mask chaotically. Transparently raise the wing instead of making... Don't say those things to me. Losing all my respects. Here, in this household, we edit non-destructively. We never lose a pixel from the original pictures. That would be very painful to me. Okay, I think we need some more textures for the body to kind of cover this back area and this lower area here and possibly the legs. Let me see, which one was that here? Okay. We just put the whole body. I love the proportions. Okay, hold on. So we are going to do this, but I just want to keep some of the legs. It's not destructive. You can bring the wing back. You just have to edit the mask to move it, if you move it. Oh, okay. It's not as bad then. Just chaotic. But I mean, I expected that much from you. The chaos, I mean. Okay, we got a good base for the legs, I'd say. I'm not gonna take the feet because they don't match the angle. They're a bit skinny, but maybe that's fun. It weeps at night, almost every night. Its mournful sound, the sound of loss. There is beauty in that sound, a solemn understanding that its pain is just as human as ours can be. I love that. Trying to get some Weeping Raven lore. I love it. I love how this is a sketch for now, and we already have lore for it. That's very cool. Call it the Wawa bird. That is rude. Don't let the Weeping Raven hear that. Okay, for now the wings are kind of disconnected, so I won't specifically, because I'm using folded up wings, like so. I want specifically this part of the arm, right? And I'm gonna try to connect that somehow. Also, just as a quick little thing, I need to reduce the saturation here. Just kind of stamp down some of the blues. I might bring some blues back, but I just want it to look more or less equal between all the parts. Oh, maybe we... no, this... Yeah, this one is blurry. I'd love something like this, but less blurry. Okay. Back to the browser. Please get over your ex, it's been 6 months, bird. Yeah, this whole Weeping Bird thing is... they're literally just going through a breakup, and people make folklore about that. Okay, what's this, the name of this type of crow? Because I know it's urraca in Spanish, and we have a ton here. They actually had like a turf war right, you can see this window here, right out of this window. Yeah, they had a whole turf war last year, and it's while we were in lockdown, so it was the best entertainment we could get while lockdown. I was like, oh, I guess let's see what the crows are up to today. They were fighting, like, it was crazy. Magpie, perhaps? Let's see. Yes, magpie. Let's see. It's Iberian magpie, and I convert Spanish, and oh, that's not the one. Let's see, magpie. This one's. It's not in Spanish. Well, I think it's urraca. There we go. Yeah. These are the ones that have turf wars outside my window. Oh my god, he's placed blasting Radiohead again. I'm just a mopey guy. This part maybe. It's a nice candidate. Look at this. Look at this guy. Talking about chubby birds. Those birds known to be for being kleptomaniacs. I think crows in general, they like shiny things. What's this guy? Why did they tag him as crow? That is not a crow. I mean, maybe it is. What do I know about birds? Okay, I'm just looking for one where we can see maybe the wings extended or something, but in from the front, so we can see this part. Because it's usually folded up, and I'm not going to be able to use that in the pose we're going for. Hey, that is not a crow. Don't try to trick us. What is this? Okay, so we looked for Raven, right? It's giving us this picture which is tagged as Ravenous Hunger. It's what? What is going on? No, this guy's not looking too hot. Just a wet bird. A soggy bird. Okay, I think we're running out of relevant results, so we are going to unsplash. There's another one with pizza. I bet they probably just took this one picture and photoshopped a bunch of food in front of it. Don't know what the purpose is, but, you know, they're living their best life out there. As usual, Unsplash has some good pictures to use. Yay, thank you, Scorin. Scorin? However that is pronounced. My brain is slow today. Okay, not finding many with body part we need specifically. Many, like, if at all. We did have one. This one here. It's the closest we'll get, I think, so let's give it a try. There we go. Oop. Where did it appear? Here. I wish Ed would make quality Ravenous Hunger edits of the same image. I would if Ed made any money. But the fun part is these people are making those edits and posting it to a free site. So they are not making money, they're doing it for fun? I don't know. I don't know what fun there is in that, but for practice, it is very unclear. Okay, so they should go behind the head, like so. Okay, and the idea is to... to connect this from here, from the back, into the arm there. So it's gonna need some warping to make that work, I think. Yeah, okay, let's give that a try. Okay. Let's do some puppet warping. God, I love puppet warping. It is just fun to make this image all wobbly and play with it. Purely for the sake of the art, they do because they must, not corrupted by capitalism. That is true. That is true. You know, I'm coming back around on these guys, and now I think they're the real artists here, and not me. Ravenous Hunger edits guy is on another level. Pure respect here. It's a pure, uncorrupted artist. It's like there's this one person that does, oh god, we've seen them on stream before. I forget their name, but it's one person that does very, very strange Photoshop things and puts it on the stock sites, and like paid stock sites. So it's probably like their career, or at least a source of income for them. And god, it was like the weirdest combination of whatever two words. I think they just took keywords and made pictures out of them. Like try to combine random keywords to I guess appear in every search you did on those sites. And it's always very funny. If someone remembers the name from way back when we looked for it, please let me know. cut. We're trying to fit that wing into the general body shape, seeing if that works. For this other wing, we don't really need to. We can add something intermediate here. Yeah, why not? Yeah, just so we get the shape of the shoulder or something like that. I guess this image is large. There we go. I think it is time to hide the sketch layer. Okay, it still bugs me that it looks too chubby. I think it's next on our list to fix that. It looks like Kong. True. Okay, so for this image, I think we can pick up a little bit more, even though it has a white plumage. I think we can pick up some of the black one right below there to help us give the shape. And what if we do give it magpie colors? Just as a little experiment, hold on. Let's hold with me. Something like this. Not too sure actually. I'm also realizing that the part of the body, this part here, is indeed looking too chubby if we're looking to make him look like it's hunched down like this. Which is this, let's just call this layer chub, because we're going to be working with it a bit, I think. And this is the legs. Okay. Actually a silverback now, true. Yeah, okay, I think that's the way to go. Because I guess I was conceptualizing it like the head and the body continues directly, but if it's actually looking down, there should be like some sort of stronger indentation there, if that makes sense. Like, there we go. We do have to integrate these two parts, but we'll get there. It is all about trial and error. Like, if you ever watch me and think this guy knows what he's doing, that is a lie. I never know what I'm doing. I literally just wing it, and that is not a bird pun. Tuis look nice. Let's see what a tui looks like. Oh, those are pretty. Yeah, I really like that green. I think when we are done with the main body of it, I do want to add those kind of reflective, shiny textures to them. So those might be good sources for that. Like, it's a bit green, but that's easily changed. Not a big problem. Okay, I do want some of the white feathers in there as well. And kind of mix them in. Yeah, why not? You know, while we're throwing textures around, before we start integrating things, it's fun to just give these things a try. I think we'll leave the wings alone, though. Okay. Little head. So I kind of want to make it smaller to fit the larger body. I guess it makes sense for the head to be comparatively smaller. It is a big boy indeed. But of course, as we make the head smaller and kind of pull it away from the body a bit, we're gonna need a sort of neck, which will also help us distinguish it from regular crows, which don't have much in the way of a neck. So we'll have to figure something out to connect these. I think we'll copy the head. Put it behind the other one, like so. And use this to kind of build a neck like so. That's how necks are made, right? You just clone a head and... I kind of like the idea of giving the neck a curve of sorts to really sell that hunched back So something like this? I don't know, could be fun. How are you feeling about the design so far? This guy's crowdsourced, so we all participate in it. We're still at an early point where we can change large things about it without losing a lot of work. So it's worth it to kind of go wild here and, you know, make fake necks and stuff. I think we're gonna need something more interesting for the eye. Kind of like it's looking at us. Right now it's looking down. Well, I guess it makes sense that it would be looking down. It's gonna be fun to make up lore for this guy, by the way. It just, like, how often do you see, like, just a very, very sad creature? It's not, like, theoretically aggressive or anything, it's just a big crow that's very sad. Oh, there used to be more of them. I like that. It's kind of the last one of its kind. By the way, let's decide. What are we calling them? He, she, it's, they. Because I guess that could be tied to the backstory, right? If this is one of the ideas floating around in my head is this is like the ghosts or some kind of leftover from someone who used to live here, and this kind of their sadness personified in a way. His wife was killed by a bishop. Something I'm not in love with is the beak. Maybe we can find a, I don't know, pointier beak or a curved beak or something. She died diagonally. What a way to die. Okay, let's see, we will use this now. This one? Nope. Of course, if we find new bigs, it should be in the same angle more or less. So that's what I'm trying. I'm kind of comparing it to the one we've got on Photoshop and trying to see if it matches. This one matches fairly well. This one, barely. But it's the same type of beak, so it won't change a lot. Oh, we also need the back here. So we would need like some sort of tail. Not tail, but tail feathers, like so. This one's a bit dark, not my favorite. Not, let's see. Okay, Unsplash as usual has better pictures, but just less of them. So let's see, maybe this would be good for the tail feathers. Let's try it on. Yeah, I'll just place it on the Photoshop document and we'll keep looking in the meantime.
So close, yet so far.
Let's see, in terms of beaks, I don't know if we'll find a lot more good stuff. Like, it's specifically in that angle and stuff, it's quite hard. The partner of a boss monster that was killed by a gamer. This is what you're doing to them. A very Valdevia way of storytelling. I thought it could be cool to add a traditional tarot card from the lovers of this specific region were two giant crows. Raven had his Xbox taken by mom because he wasn't supposed to be playing GTA. That is relatable backstory. Okay, let's try to find a cool eye. Although, would it matter if we're gonna go with... Oh, this eye is cool though. With the white iris. I guess one of the traits that we still need to add is glowing eyes, so that kind of invalidates us looking for cool eyes. It won't really matter because it'll just be a glowy thing. So maybe we'll forget about that. Yeah, let's give the tail here a try. Oh, I guess I never made the mask for this. Dummy. Okay, let's give this a try.
This is the end of side 1 of this record. Please now turn it over for the second side.
There we go. That's pretty nice. Okay, so we're gonna turn this. Alright, and invert. Do a good old selection. And hopefully, yes. That's pretty good. Aha, there we go. Does your Photoshop shit itself every time you save with all those pictures? Clip does it with 5 big photos? Not really. Saving is not really an issue. Even if I'm at like 100 layers or so, when it starts chugging, it's more just the actions themselves that gets really, really slow. You know, like moving something or applying a filter onto a layer, especially if it's a big one, it'll just start getting really painful starting at some point. I think this will go well here. How about this for the tail? Oh, what is this? There we go. Okay, so this would be the tail feathers. Okay, I need to shape that edge inside a little bit. Hey, Shyang, however that is pronounced. As always, I will shield myself in the fact that English is my third language, so I never know how to pronounce stuff. Okay, this is still looking a bit dark and a bit brownish. But we need that sort of grey bluish. Like, not even grey bluish, it's quite literally blue. Second one is French. My mother's French and my father's Spanish, so I learned those two languages from childhood. I'd say right now my English is better than my French though, because I just don't use French that much. I just use it with my mother. And I kind of mix it up with Spanish and stuff, so it's... I really need to practice my French more. I got a whole lot of cousins from that side of the family, and whenever I see them, I'll practice my French, but it's not that often, so... Yeah, it's not perfect yet, but we'll get there. Okay, how are we feeling about this little creature's design so far? Let's see the things we do. The prompts we got from people. By the way, just as a reminder, I got all these prompts from Patreons and Twitch subscribers in my very secret Discord channel for them. There we go. And yeah, I never advertise my Patreon enough, so go check it out. If you're considering subscribing on Twitch, consider subscribing on Patreon instead, because it costs the same to get like the first tier, and you get more stuff, so. Bird has the same eyes as this emoji. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so humanoid raven. I mean, how humanoid is it? Kind of. Got like a more humanoid body shape, but we don't go too human. Glowy eyes we still have to add. Bandages, I think I'm gonna skip. Unless there's like a really good place to put them, because I don't know where I could put bandages if I did. But we got a forest and we got the melancholic, which I think is the main part here. Give it human legs. Just huge baby legs, like kind of chubby like that. I don't like how this connects, actually. It shouldn't have this kind of soft transition. What about this? Okay, should we do anything with this wing here? Could put it towards the back. Bring it to the front. Gonna give this a try. No, it doesn't really match. It needs to be folded back in some way to make sense. At the tip of each wing is a human foot with... Oh no! I hate it. I don't want to play with this cryptid anymore. I'm also noticing that we have some bald spots, as I call them, or like transparent areas. I think we'll leave this like it is. We'll give it a nicer edge though. Because at the end this is going to be the silhouette of our character, so it's important that we have some interesting edge at least. I'm actually going to pull it back so we can... No, I'm not going to do that, but I am going to make this much darker than it should, the wing, so that we have a much more readable silhouette of the head and how it kind of bends like that. Because it's going to be a mess if we make this like very consistent and the head doesn't pop out enough from the rest of the body. It'll kind of look like a blob, which isn't very interesting. By the way, this is still supposed to look like shit, so don't worry, it'll look better. You'll see there's always a point which usually tends to happen at the moment you add shadows and it starts to actually look integrated into the picture. That is usually the point where it starts looking good. So as usual, just hold on with me. Ooh, nope, wrong. Need to make another layer just for this area. Point taken. You know, I could make shadows on top of each separate layer, but I'm lazy. So I'm just gonna make one general shadows layer and wing it. And just hope we don't change too much later. because then I'll curse myself for my foolishness. Again, we don't have a very specific lighting in this picture. Obviously it's coming from the top, so you can see here the inside of the arch is clearly in shadow, but not even that strong of a shadow. Like, we can still distinguish it fairly well. So this is a lot of lights bouncing around. Chaotic editing. Knew you would enjoy that. So I gotta play really carefully with the contrasts here. So this part is in shadow, this part of the face. So if I add a lot of shadow to the wing below it, it'll actually lose silhouettes. So I can either add a lot and just make it very dark, which will keep its silhouette, or keep it bright, which will also keep its silhouette. If I kind of keep it intermediates, then we've muddled everything up. Reduxists. Thank you for that, fellow. Have you ever done digital painting? You know enough about lighting that you could pick it up easy. I think for the lighting part, I wouldn't have that much trouble, but the rendering and the textures, and especially just the base of it, like proportions and, you know, drawing a convincing human figure. I was never too good at that. Like, I did a little bit of painting. That was before I was doing more, like, I was doing more serious stuff in Photoshop. So I guess I didn't have all that internalized lighting stuff, but hold on, let me show you a thing I made. If I can find it. This is a thing I made. I really like how the skull came out. It's like not perfect. I never really like finished it. I never got to a point where I finished it, but it was like the last main painting I did. So it's still like fairly well rendered. There's stuff that I never really finished, but I really liked how the render was. Hold on. Will I be able to find it? I think it's my unfinished thing. Yeah, here. This was never finished, but I really liked my big crab. I never really got around to do it in the background, and I ended up dropping it. But yeah, that was 2015 or 2014, around that time. It's my like the moment before I actually started to get a bit more serious with Photoshop. If birds aren't real, then explain the scripted. Exactly. Getting judgmental vibes from this Corvid. No, it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be very sad, and we're gonna try to make that apparent in the eyes. I tried to get the posture of like punched down, like it's sad, but it's gonna be called the Weeping Raven. What working name is that? But if we find something better, we might switch to it. But for now, Weeping Raven. Also, just notice that the head. There we go. There was a little spot there. Gonna do this here. Nice touch with the lantern on that mouse, thank you. That was basically me playing around with lighting. That's why I got reminded of it. You can you think you can be more sad than the bird. This is not a sadness competition, please. Anyone being sad will be banned. I will tolerate no sadness. Well, only if it's ironic. Gzejima? Gzejima. I'm just gonna say that. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, that's better for that area there. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. I am doing well. We're creating a little crowdsourced cryptid, which subs and Patreons or patrons decided a few characteristics, and we're trying to make a creature and backstory based on it. So it's gonna be called the Weeping Raven. It's nearly as sad as a preteen who just discovered that Dream Stage is Minecraft Manhunt. Oh, we've never flipped it. Okay. I like flipping my images. I do this a lot. Well, when I remember to. Because it gives you a different kind of view of the perspective. You can even, or the proportions of everything. You can even go all the way and literally turn it around. And I can give you another view. So you can hopefully detect the little errors that you were blind to because you were looking at it for too long. And I do notice that this wing here is maybe not pointed up enough. Maybe it should be like this. I just noticed a little spot. See, sometimes you move layers and you realize that you've left weird spots like these on the layer mask. You're just creating little shapes everywhere. Very annoying. This will probably be the same, yeah, because it's the same layer. Okay. That feels a bit better. See, you are a painter. There's a lot of overlap. That's why I keep telling you, our mediums or media have a lot of similarities. Ooh, that is not the right... There we go. Bird, indeed, lobotomy. That is correct identification. Have you tried being a biologist? I'm kidding. And again, a nice shape on the feathers. I'm kind of jumping around all over the place. Don't mind me. I just keep noticing little things. We're at that point where I'm trying to kind of refine things like the silhouettes, trying to get all the layers to fit together. So I'm at a point where I'm just trying to notice little things and go fix them quickly before I forget. So it just becomes a little marathon of me just running around the document and trying to stamp out any weird things I notice. Gonna get the colors right. Get some of the browns. There we go. Working and lurking. Thank you, Karakan. Hope your work goes well. Here on my crazy Sundays. So Sundays are in my current work schedule are pretty much the only free day I have, so it ends up becoming a marathon of me just trying to do all the free things I wanted to do for the week, trying to cram them all into a day. So today I went to visit my grandmother, I went to have lunch with friends, I saw my girlfriend in the evening, and then I came back here to stream, so... pretty crazy. It's fun though. I enjoy it. I enjoy the chaos. Gonna get a soft light layer. You could have done all three at once. So I'm here talking to you guys with my grandmother in the back. You know, like fumes from the barbecue behind me. Does the scripted have a name? For now, the name we're working with is The Weeping Raven. I still like Wawa Bird. Wawa Bird is the unofficial name that only the people who were in the stream know about. Like, okay, so if you've seen any of my cryptids or creatures or stories, usually like 70% of the time, they actually have a secret name that we came up with it on stream, like if I did those edits on stream, of course, that nobody else knows about. So only the people that were there will know the secret names of all my creatures. They're usually things like, you know, Bob. They're not like interesting names. Also, thank you for the follow, Bookworm. Oh. There. So the secret name for this one is Wawa Bird. Please don't tell anyone. Just between you and me. Rip to all the Bobs out there. Thanks, Bookworm. I really appreciate that. I hope everyone enjoyed my very cursed Furby I did. If you didn't see it, I'll show you, hold on. I should make another one like this. This one was actually from a few months ago. I wanted to do a cursed Furby because I saw some other horror artists do them. I was like, I want to do that. I love a good cursed Furby. Now, Fresno Nightcrawlers. Oh, that's another good one. That was one of the few ones that do have names that came out of the stream and that appeared on the edit itself. Those are official names. I was thinking at some point, when I got time and no other like main ideas to do, I want to do a part 2 of the Fresno Nightcrawlers and use the same 4, like kind of sighted somewhere else doing mischief. Just cute little shenanigans. I would like that. Okay, so I'm painting this in blue, and what I want to do is, do we blend if? Hopefully just blend that to the whites. And should hopefully give the feeling of some reflectiveness. Slice of life webcomic with a Nightcrawler quartet? Is that the word? Yeah, that's fun. I like that. See, I don't know if my style lends itself too well to things like comics, but some kind of little story told through pictures. Kind of like a mini series. Or, you know, you guys know I like to do series to tell stories. I also at some point, here spilling my future projects, but at some point I want to do a similar thing to the one to the thread I did with where I found all my cursed family pictures. You guys saw that one? I want to do something similar, not in the theme of like old cursed pictures, but in the tone of just me finding some stuff in first person. I thought that was really fun, and I want to do it again. And the idea I have, I'll just tell you guys as a little secret here between us, but at least the basic idea I have is I am walking around, maybe doing starting it with like, oh, I'm doing some urban exploration and going to this old abandoned factory or something. There's a lot around here, so I could start with that. Or I could start with, what is this weird door in my basement that has always been locked? Maybe I should try to unlock it some way, or break it open or something. And the idea is to kind of start with something strange, but kind of escalate that. You know, like I'm finding a strange corridor, and it's like it keeps going and going and starts getting smaller and smaller, and suddenly it opens up to an enormous like underground, just enormous structure that doesn't make a lot of sense, just with kind of like industrial and pretty much like just keep going and go into new levels of it. And do this sort of like little exploration log of me just randomly finding this structure that's not built for humans. I don't know. Photo-bashed comic. Sounds like hell. Yeah, it's not something that lends itself to comics. And you could theoretically make it, but yeah, it wouldn't be too easy. Okay, let's see our hold on. I'm gonna do something here. Let's see our sketch. We ended up deviating from the sketch, but it's fine. Okay, also for the background, I want to make something, just a quick little thing here. I want to remove any other sign of civilization that isn't this church, and this feels like some sort of path. I don't know if it is, but it looks like it, so I'm gonna try to hide it a little bit. Why isn't this working? Current and below? Yeah. Wait, weird. What's going on? Don't have anything selected. There we go. Okay. It's working now. Photoshop just, I don't know, didn't want to work. Yeah, I think I had a selection on, but Control D didn't do anything. But I think because I had another thing opened. I don't know. Just Photoshop being Photoshop. Shadows of the feathers looking nice. Where do you see them? I haven't added them yet. Haven't done any shadow work on the background. Yeah, the classic. You have everything. You have something selected somewhere. Mixed in with the classic Photoshop ignores your command. So there's our clone stamp, and we're gonna do some shadows. We're gonna do this below here. Ooh. Also, this selection we did at the beginning. Hold on. Gonna fix that up before we do the shadows. It's not like it's gonna matter that much, because we're getting pretty up close, and it doesn't matter much at this distance, but it bugs me. Hey, welcome back, Sora. Okay, that kind of works. Oh, on the body. Yeah, I guess it's... Overcast can be tricky, because sometimes you want to do contrasting shadows, just from the artistic perspective, because you want to do like, you want to show like contrast in some areas, and you can't add too much shadow on overcast weather without it looking weird, so it's kind of a balance, which can be annoying. But on the other hand, you don't have to like calculate very specific shadows on the ground and that kind of stuff, which is nice. Removes a step that can be quite tricky. Okay, so we're going below here. Is that the shadows? No, even lower. There. It's gonna be our shadows in the background layer, and just gonna use it to do little things like this. Gotta love a good confusing lighting. Because you can get away with stuff, you know? If the lighting isn't too specific, you can sell things to people. You can tell them, this just looks like that. They're gonna be, okay. I believe you. Is that a bird? Depends on your definition of bird. It's a mournful spirit. Also, I was thinking, should we change this kind of overcast today into something else? Like, should we change it into night or something? But I kind of like overcast for this poor sad creature. Also, if it's night, you run into the problem of you do need some light, and how do you light it? And it becomes annoying. But making night effects can be quite fun. You put your mind to it. It's not the easiest, but... Are my greens. Just doing this for fun, by the way, and to see how it'll look. Quick and dirty night effects. That's how you do it. Blue gradient map. I tend to use this this lookup table, either moonlight or night from day. They're very similar. Moonlight is a bit bluer, and pair that with levels, some more hue saturation, and just painting the sky black if needed. And you can get yourself some pretty decent nighttime looks, but I don't think it matches for this guy. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? We do have to make a glowy eye. Time set night, exactly. So for glowy eyes, I usually just paint something, then Reduce the opacity a bit, copy it, and just make several copies at different Gaussian blurs. So I'll make one with a slight Gaussian blur, make another one with a bit more. And eventually you'll get a pretty decent glowy eye. And you can reduce the opacity of the whole thing if you want. And then just go in and add a very bright spot in the middle where it originates. Classic glowy eye. Sort of cheesy, I agree. We could go with a more dramatic sky, for example. That's a possibility. We can look for overcast, but a bit more dramatic and dark, perhaps. Let's just look for overcast here and try to get something interesting. I like this bluish one. Kind of looks like storm clouds. Well, it's probably not that dramatic in real life, but it's been edited. You can put it here. Okay, let's put it here for now. Let's do a quick selection. Like so. We will expand it and feather it. Shift edge more. That. And we'll do blend if. And something like a sunset could work as well. It's not a bad idea. No, I don't like what it did there. Hold on. I'll do a good mask. I guess. I'll go to channels. Try to find the more contrasty one. It'll probably be blue, to be honest, yeah. Make a copy of it, and then we take this. Then we remove the blend if. And let's see how it looks. It's still not perfect, but it's close to there. Tiny layers window? How do you find it tiny? It's pretty alright. One Flumbus. Thank you for the follow. So you just used to do backgrounds? How did you use that? Yeah, channels can be really useful to do selections. If there's something like, usually with things like a sky. If the sky is, especially if the sky is bright and has a lot of contrast with the rest, It's fairly easy to separate it using channels. Okay. Dramatic sky. I guess it's not as dramatic as it could be. There's some more dramatic stuff out there. Oh, thanks for the reminder, Orange. I guess this one? Saved. Yeah, it's pretty good. Bit more of a dramatic sky, you know? I'm still not in love with the edge. Because it's kind of hard to separate an edge that's been so blown out like this. So I think the best thing we can do is to try to approximate the levels of the new sky we added. And add in those brights so that it does look a little bit blown out. Yeah, that's good. Selecting RGB channel with Control I to select the black, okay. And creating a mask to the tones. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess Clip has a much more straightforward method, right? Okay, I'm gonna do some curves here. I usually don't do more levels than curves, but curves is good because you can change not only the levels but the colors in a much more detailed way. So since I don't use curves as much, I'm gonna fumble with them, most likely. Gonna add a little bit of contrast and all that jazz. I guess I could add this on top of everything, not only on the background, because that way we won't have to repeat it on the crow if it looks good. Yeah, okay, not bad. You push one button in Clip. That must have been a revelation. By the way, hold up. I know it looks like a mess, but I know which layer is which. So, you guys don't worry. I got it under control. This is like right under them. Or them. I guess, did we ever figure out if this is him or her or them or it's... I guess it would have pronouns like that if it were the spirits of someone who died or... some kind of restless soul taking the form of a bird. You know, very folklore-y. Why would you want it to go... I usually have it all the way up here. But I guess because the navigator pushed it down this time. But I usually have it like around here and then push it down if I need properties. But I like having the properties here because it that way I don't have to open it every time I change the properties or something. Like I go through these curves, I'll just go to properties here, and that's why I push it down, because I want to see that. Whoa, I want pink. Not that much at least. Just here adding some fun colors. Curves is very delicate, so you nudge it a tiny bit and changes all the colors very quick. But it's making everything look a bit more interesting, is it? I like the new contrast it's given. There's not that many reds to play around with. I hate when it doesn't register my tablet sometimes. Makes it very annoying. Cannot do what you do. I need like less than 3 layers when painting. Well, you could get used to it, I bet. Because it's honestly like very different from painting in terms of how you approach it. Thank you, Go Green, for that fellow. In terms of how you approach it, technically, in terms of layers and stuff. Although I guess if I started painting more, I would probably use this approach and make individual pieces, like one layer for the wing, and move it around a lot and just do it in the same way I do, just because I wired my brain this way, but it is too late for me. Okay, how are we feeling about this? Should we add anything more? I guess it's looking a bit too angry and not sad enough because of the shape of the eyes. Maybe we can fix that. Maybe we can turn them around. Does that do anything? No, not really. I was like, angry eye, we turn it around and it's a sad eye. No. Depends on how you paint. Yeah, I guess so. I would do that. I would do it like that. Just force of habit. I was thinking like, should we do tiers? But how do you even do that? You have like a little stream going down here, but... Not really easy to do a tier like that. I'm thinking. My brain gears are turning. I think I can go back into a very old edit I had. It's very old. It's from 2020, but it's one of the last ones I did that was in the more surreal side. And And I did use a fun thing for trying to do droplets, because finding pictures of droplets about to fall is very hard. So I actually used like frozen droplets, and that's something I might be able to find. Frozen droplets, maybe? Yeah, something like this. I think this, I actually use this literal picture. If you make it small enough, use it as a droplet of water. I think, or not, but we'll see. I could fuck with the eyebrows, that's true as well. Good idea, let's try that before we do the whole tear thing. So we'll just copy the head. I will apply the layer mask. And I will do liquefy. The liquefy menu is very annoying because it doesn't recognize my tablet in a good way. I don't know if it's specifically a thing of the newer versions of... Oh, it also doesn't recognize this. Okay, I don't know if it's something of the new versions of Photoshop because it didn't used to do that. But it can... No, actually, it works better. It works well again. So it must have been something of one version of Photoshop. It kind of didn't recognize the tablet for some reason. How do you sad? How do you make sad? How do you sad face without it looking too warped?
Manual of thermodynamic flux induction circuit design.
Is that sadder?
I bet this would work better than sleeping.
Is that sadder than before? Thank you, Nathan. Thank you for the emotes. I think that's pretty sad looking. I don't know. Okay, let me... This is the glowy eye.
No, what?
Where? Yeah.
I don't wanna. Whoa.
Mm.
I bet this would work better than a sleeping.
Oh, it's there. How do we feel about that? Is it sad enough for us? How does it feel? Massage bird.
No, what?
Of course, it does need a glowy eye, so we do need to add that.
The Chicago Manual of Thermodynamic Flux.
Okay, I think it feels sad enough now. Sad lens flares. Okay, I'm gonna make a copy of glowy eye. Because the other one is supposed to be like right there. So, can I do this? I'm gonna merge them. There we go. Just leave a little bit of glow coming from the other side. That is a very sad bird. Thank you, thank you. That means we are selling the effect. It's the important part. Okay. How about these half frozen droplets to make a tear or two? My idea is to have it streaming down here, right? So we have this droplet right there. Gotta do it in a very simple way. I'm gonna create a layer mask in which I do it the other way around. So I mask this out. And then I do Control I. There we go. Now let's see how we add this. Vivid light, I love. Hard light is not bad. Yeah, let's go with hard light. And then just a bit of transparency. And how about a little bit of Gaussian blur? There we go. That's more like it. And then I'll do a copy of this and try to do the streaming tear through its face. It's subtle, but it's meant to be. Like, I don't think we'd see much more clearly things like tears at this distance. I don't know. What do you guys think? Could have another one like streaming down from the beak. Just like crying its heart out. Poor little thing. Okay. Last things we could add. I'm thinking we have the feet here. I would like to see the talons kind of coming out and popping out from here. So we could either try to use some of the pictures we already have. I don't know if we have any where the talons are. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So I'll make this as a new layer on top of the whole bird group, and we'd only see one of the talons, of the feet's talons, I think, and it's the other one, so we need to flip it, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's not gonna look that good flipped. Well, screw it. We're cheating this. We are cheating today. We're putting the wrong talon. Don't tell anyone. Why bird sad? It is to be determined. I think it's like implied to be the spirit of someone who died in a very deep sadness, and it's kind of hanging around this place that was important to them, or the place where they died near this church, and you can hear them still weeping. You know, maybe they were killed by crows. I don't think crows are capable of that, but it's supposed to be a folklore type thing, so... Reminds me of a legend. Ooh, do tell. What's this legend? That's exactly what happens? Which part of it? I'll try flipping and... Not really. Nah. Something like this. Maybe do a nice selection. Then let's add some color. It's called Patu in English. I think... Yeah, let me search for it. Oh yeah, I love them. With their huge mouths. They're so cool. Don't know their name in Spanish, because they're not local here, so... They're probably just Suratao. Like... Same as you guys. Hey Marina, welcome back. Do we have Weeping Raven lore? We've thrown around some ideas, but nothing official yet. See, I don't love that this is like way blurrier than this, but at this distance, it doesn't matter. The version I know is that there was some There was a very beautiful young woman, daughter of the head chief of a Navy tribe, who every man wanted to be married with. One day a stranger appeared in the village, and for some reason the girl decided to marry him. It's not gonna end well, I bet. For her. That's what usually happens, at least. Like, guys, I hope you agree with me, but if I was the most beautiful lady in the village and everybody wanted to marry me, and suddenly some weird stranger appears, like, I would just not marry him. It's always gonna end up in some spirit story. See, I knew it was. It's not going to go well for them. I was thinking if we should add some more of that reflective blue-ishness that ravens have, but I think it kind of works. I was thinking I would have needed to add more, but I think between the curves, yeah, these curves do a lot to add to this. Unexpectedly, because I was not looking for that. But, you know, a nice little side effect. Ooh, pretty lady finds out his husband died and turns into a bird to weep. Oh. Dinner time. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for the story. That was really nice. I think we could work with something like that. I don't know if we'd give him a very specific backstory at first. Maybe if people like the character and want to expand on it, we can like figure out a whole story. Right, but for now, like, kind of keep it unclear as for the origins. We'll see. What is this? Oh, that's my knight attempt. No, not important. Okay. Let's see. Let's do our camera roll. Do birds cry? In terms of tears, I don't think so. I think that's just a human thing. Using tears as communication. But you know, I guess they can be sad and then cry about it in some way. I'm not a bird doctor. Don't look at me. Okay, let's add our final grain to kind of bring everything together, like these 2 levels of grain. Love a good grain. Of course, this is a dramatic scene that's gonna need a fair amount of vignette. Not this much, but I just like to do this to edit it and see where it's gonna appear. So let's see how much vignette. A guardian of some kind. That could be cool as well. Patron saint of the broken heart and lust. I like that. I mean, if it's a patron saint, we could give it a little halo. That would be fun. Touch of sharpening always, like, just a little bit of it can do wonders. Let's go to our color grading. Unsharp mask, yeah. I haven't used that one in a long time. I usually just add a touch of sharpening. Unless I need it specifically to match a very sharpened photo, and I add my subjects and it usually looks unsharpened, I usually have to sharpen that to match. Usually with text. It's text that is very notable. Like, it's very easy to see. If you take a picture of like a book or something, just with any sharpening that's going to be done in your phone app or whatever, all the letters will have this little bright halo around them, and if you add text to it, if it isn't sharpened, it's never going to look integrated. Text is very annoying because it needs to look so perfect, so exactly like if you add some text to a picture of a document that already has text, oof, that is very annoying. What actually is the difference? I have no idea in the technical term. It like unsharp mask kind of does the same thing. I don't know. It is. I just click the button and it does things. I don't know why. Click the little button and things happened. Don't know if I went too blue. What do you guys think in terms of colors? Did I go too far with the blues? I feel like I might have. It's a bit better, I think. Okay, while we're at it, just because Marina said, like the patron saint thing, it's making me want to do some sort of glowy halo or something. Let's see. I'm gonna look for a specific type of halo. I'm gonna go to Wikimedia, I think. Look for halos. and try to get a cool metallic one, maybe. Oh, it's getting me sun halos. These are very cool. Sun dogs, they're called in English. Yeah, but it's getting me a lot of sun halos, which may also be cool. Paint so desaturated, it might as well be grey. What if we use something like this for the halo, actually? I was not intending on it, but it is quite cool. Let me see if I can find a clean picture of a sundog or phantom sun. I think they're called sundogs. Hold on. Specifically. Well, that's a dog. No, okay, that's something different then. A specific name for these. Well, it should do with this search. Let's specifically narrow it down to... Oh, no restriction license. Trying to get the cleanest one against the background. Like one that appears over a clear sky or something. This one's CC. Let's see if I can get... Well, let's try this one. It's not very large, but it doesn't need to be. Okay, let's try and pick this and separate the areas we need. I'm thinking maybe we can... Let's go with channels. Try with green. Let's use this as a base. Let's see what happens. Okay, so for now it's too dim. I'm gonna add this on screen. Go. Gonna be hard to see anything. There we go. It's just a fun little test, by the way. I'm just messing around here. Oh. Okay. Let's see now. On a shower. Okay. See you later, Nathan. Ooh, did I? No. I really love these halos. I think they should be used more in general when people are making, you know, like divine halos. 'Cause they're dope, look at that. I don't know if I'll keep this middle part there. And just keep the halo around it. I don't know. It does look cool though. Which is a very good point in its favor. I want to make it look like it's tilted forward. There we go. That's the angle. The background music, yeah, it's on point. Okay, let's see. We're gonna add it on screen. And then maybe on overlay? Yeah, why not? Okay, Halo. A yay or nay? How do we feel about it? Considering it's gonna be like a small thing in a larger picture, it's gonna be a bit hard to see. And full size, we can make it easier to see. If that's a problem. This is crowdsourced, so I will let you guys choose if we keep the halo or yeet it away. Okay, let's see. In small is maybe a bit difficult to read, I agree. So maybe we want to fill it up with glow like this. Using the same colors as the base picture. Let's see, so this would be another option. Oh, thank you for the save reminder. I think we need to move it back a little though. Now, like let it rest behind the head instead of right on top. I don't know actually. Oh, it works better. Still feel like this is pretty fantasy for what I usually do. But you know, it's still fun. You gotta save reminder. Indirectly, I like that. Yeah, that might be better. Let's see the difference. Yeah, it doesn't obscure, like, it doesn't get so close to the eyes and the face. It might be a bit better. Like some kind of angel type guy. More to the back like this one. I'm not sure if I even should include it at all, but I might decide it depending on the lore and what fits more. It's a fun design thing. You guys mean like back here? Oh yeah, like an artifact. Something like this, maybe. Hold on. So I'll put it in a group. Give this group a layer mask. Little things like this. That's actually cool. Tapping with stylus in hand. I appreciate the hustle. Yeah, I'm liking this one way better than the others. Let's see, add some levels. I keep biting my pen, and I shouldn't do that. These things are expensive. And if we want to make it look more like an artifact, we can always get ourselves a cool lens flare or something. Funky creature. Hold on, let's get ourselves a lens flare. That's our halo, by the way. I'm gonna save it so we don't lose it. And I think Texture Labs has some nice lens flares. We can have Photoshop regenerate lens flares too, but no. These ones are actually what I was looking for. They're more like glares and artifacts. Okay, you know, there's actually Photoshop can generate lens flares. So you can create a black layer, you can do filter, render, lens flare, pick the area, which I'm gonna have to guess more or less because I don't remember where it was. Pick the type of flare. I think this one looks good. Add it as a screen, and boom, you get yourself a sort of lens flare. Is this Hellcat? It is not. It is a new thing we're making. Its working name so far is the Weeping Raven. Just a cool little creature that we came up with the help of subs and Patreons who voted on things. Not voted, but like proposed things. So that's just to give it these little lens flares there. Although I guess I can give it a second little try. It should be like here. Okay. That's much better. Like, if we want to go the lens flare route, by the way. Not convinced about this part. Just a big old bird. That is very, very sad. Poor little guy. Oh, thanks for the reminder. God, I can't talk today. Nah, I keep the lens flare out. It just distracts me. By the way, guys, talking about names and coming up with names, I was thinking, if you guys watched last week's stream, which was amazing, where I talked to amazing artists, and I don't know, we had a lot of fun, and I was thinking maybe we should repeat that and make it a semi-regular thing. Like, there's certainly a lot of cool artists I still want to talk to. So make it a sort of podcasty thing, not really a podcast, but something, yeah, like a sort of little talk show with artists where we can have a chat about what they do, maybe play a little game or something. What would be a good name for that? I'm looking for name ideas. I have a few, but I'm not gonna say them yet. I'm gonna wait see if there's any good ones that come from chat. Playing with the colors here, with saturating maybe desaturating the greens a bit. Just talking to horror artists. I guess the themes would be horror and art in general, although it's not going to be only to horror artists. I have a few other ideas. But that would be like the general theme of it. This edge is still not good. God dang it. I have to manually touch it up. They're redacted. The problem with that is people will think we're an SCP podcast, and I cannot have that. Ooh. Okay, what if we make the greens more yellow? Get some orange in that color grading. Okay, I like this. Gonna go to hue saturation, pick this. Gonna take anything green. Give it some oranges. Fogcast. I like that. That is good. I don't know what to do with these leaves. I might actually just remove them. Might be more trouble than they're worth. Could just be done with them. Be gone, leaves. Okay, so I'll tell you some of the names I have for this future potential podcast type thing. still unnamed project. Okay, someone that was suggested. I don't recall who suggested it. That was suggested on the Discord. Someone said House of Horrors, and I really like that. So House of Horrors might be a good one. Which other ones did I have? Let me think. What's going on here? Current layer. There we go. Okay, so House of Horrors was a good one. Then the same name as the Discord, because I think it's a pretty good name for this kind of thing. Unexplained Phenomena might be a good name. I think I had more noted down in one of my little notes here. The Found Footage Podcast. I don't know. Thought it might be fun. Yeah, House of Horror Podcast. Unexplained Phenomena. I don't have any other very good ones. What do you think about these? Okay, I think I'm gonna go leafless here. Might be better. Hey, welcome back, Sona. Okay, I think we went too hard on the color grading here. Okay. Paranatter. Natter meets casual talk, I think. Never heard that word. In English? Natter. Oh, thank you, Marina. See you later on the Discord, I bet. You have a good night. By the way, Marina, if you haven't gone yet, thank you so much for organizing game nights and stuff on the Discord. That's very dope of you. Me neither. First time I hear it. Okay, it's just me painting dumb lights and shadows that probably don't do a lot, but yeah, you know, just for fun. Just for a sad little bird. Let's see, I want to make this silhouette as distinct as possible. So trying to trick the light a little bit so that it's easy to see the face against the wing behind it. Staff ratio, or however that is pronounced. Thank you. Welcome. What if we give the tears some glow as well? Like, they come from the glowy eyes, so it doesn't seem too out of place. Like, we're going full magical with this guy. Why not? Ah, I like this guy. Shine like stars. Well, we all have this star-like shine. This is actually a picture of the sun. Of a sun halo. Give it a little bit of a star twinkle. Although soft light might not be the best for that. The overlay. It's not very visible, but if we kind of exaggerate it a bit. Maybe the eye. Not the one in the eye, because it's gonna be confusing. That's it. Give it a little bit of reflection there. what's its name? The Weeping Raven. We're gonna make a folklore type story to fit it into this picture. And it's like sometimes you can hear the weeping sounds coming from the church there in the woods where not a lot of people go anymore, and people will advise you not to go there because that means the Weeping Raven might be there. So it's like a folklore type figure, kind of sad, but we don't know why. There are might be a lot of stories popping up to explain why it's sad, but nobody really knows what it is. So yeah, I think this guy is done. I don't know if I should add anything else to it. We intend on keeping that part unknown. For now, I guess I'll kind of leave it up in the air. And if people really like this guy and want to see more of him, we can figure out something. We'll see. We need to sign this, by the way, before I forget. I always forget. Where should we sign this? We could do the bell. And just for context for people who are new, I always sign my pictures by painting or adding some symbol like within the picture somewhere. And it's this symbol here. It's a VA. So we could add it somewhere in the stone. That would be the best bet, I think. I think like somewhere here. But like carved into the stone, you know? Oh, this is my overlay layer. Should stop painting on it. There we go. Okay, we can take little parts like this, current and below. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, let's pick like different cracks and try to work with them. Okay, we got 2. I think that's fairly well aligned. Let's get a 3rd one, and I think that should be all that we need. Okay. Like so. And then I think we can copy one of the ones we have. And just turn it like this. And that is how I usually incorporate my signature somewhere. Might be a weird way of signing my things, but I've been doing it for so long that at this point it's kind of a very me thing to do. So, you know, it's a signature thing. Very literally. So yeah, it is now signed. Which means I think I'm done with this piece. I might, you know, as I usually do, come back and give it a few tweaks. So maybe when you see it out in the internet, it'll be slightly changed. But I think that's it for this one. Which means we've done our duty to our patrons. If you're a patron and you're here, hey, thanks for being my patron. And I hope this is like what you guys had thought about. If you want to be my patron and support me in the future and maybe vote on little things like this in the future, Patreons often get polls with a few different ideas to choose what my next project is going to be. So for example, my whole family ghost thing was chosen by patrons as well. So, you know, lots of little things like this that you'll get to decide on. Plus postcards every month. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't advertise my Patreon enough. It is really cool. I'm really happy with the stuff I'm doing there. If you're learning Photoshop, I'm also doing Photoshop courses on there for the higher tiers. And I'm doing a pretty long form and really, really detailed video on a topic every month, which I hope is being helpful. I think it's some of the best stuff I've produced. So I'm happy with it. And yeah, I think that'll do it for today. Let's see if there's anyone cool to raid. Usually there's no one live at this time. Yeah, no one that I know. So that'll be it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this little edit. It is very late here, so I'll be going to bed pretty much immediately. Thank you, Soda. And thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for chatting, giving me your ideas here. This was a crowdsourced thing, so I couldn't be here without your guys' ideas. So look out for it on Twitter in the next few days, most likely. So yeah, new art for once. It's been a while. Guys, thank you everybody. You take care, and I'll see you next week.